Welcome back to the Ultimate Briefing. Today I'm going to share with you tips and tricks for putting in an offer for your first home in Australia. I bet you didn't know how crucial building inspections are in this process. Trust me, I know firsthand that buying a property can be such an emotional roller coaster. You fall in love with a place, envision your life unfolding within its walls, and then, bam, reality sets in. That's why it's so important to protect yourself and your investment with a thorough building inspection. Think of it like this. You wouldn't buy a vintage truck without having a mechanic give it a once-over, right? Well, your future home deserves the same level of scrutiny. A building inspection is all about uncovering any hidden issues lurking beneath the surface. We're talking termites, structural damage, faulty wiring, the kind of stuff that can turn your dream home into a financial nightmare. Remember, walking away from a deal is not a defeat, but a victory in disguise. It's about having the courage to say no to a property that doesn't meet your standards and potentially saving yourself from years of headaches and heartaches. So, stick around because I'm about to share some real-life stories from people who've been there, done that, and have the wisdom to share about building inspections. Let's get started.
Meet Sophie and her partner, two excited homebuyers who thought they'd found their dream fixer-upper in the heart of Brisbane. The house had good bones, a charming facade, and was nestled in a lovely neighbourhood. But here's where things get interesting. The real estate agent, eager to seal the deal, encouraged them to use the building report provided by the seller. Alarm bells started ringing in my head. It just felt a little too convenient, you know? Trusting our gut, my partner and I decided to hire our own independent building inspector. And boy, are we glad we did. The inspector uncovered a laundry list of serious issues that the initial report had conveniently overlooked. We're talking major structural problems, hidden termite damage, the works. I was absolutely floored. The seemingly charming fixer-upper was a disaster waiting to happen. Armed with this newfound knowledge, my partner and I made the difficult but ultimately empowering decision to walk away from the deal. It was a tough call, but we dodged a bullet that day. This experience taught me the importance of trusting my instincts and never, ever skipping an independent building inspection. It's all about peace of mind, knowing that you're making an informed decision about one of the biggest investments of your life. Remember, a little caution can go a long way, especially when it comes to buying a home.
Let me introduce you to Kushi, a strong and savvy young woman braving the world of real estate on her own. I was determined to find the perfect apartment, and when I finally found the one, I was ready to make it mine. However, I quickly realized that navigating the world of real estate as a young single woman came with its own set of challenges. Some agents, I noticed, seemed to underestimate me or dismiss my concerns, but I refused to be ignored. I armed myself with knowledge, researched my rights as a buyer, and most importantly, I learned to trust my instincts. When it came time to negotiate the building inspection, I stood my ground. I politely but firmly insisted on using an independent inspector, someone I trusted to provide an unbiased assessment of the property. The agent tried to push back, suggesting I use the seller's inspection report to save time and money. But I knew better. I had done my homework and understood the importance of a thorough, independent inspection. I politely but firmly held my ground, reminding the agent that it was my right as a buyer. In the end, my confidence and assertiveness paid off. I got the inspection I wanted, and while it did reveal a few minor issues, it gave me the peace of mind to move forward with the purchase, knowing exactly what I was getting into.
Now, let's talk about me, Jess, a homeowner who learned the importance of building inspections the hard way. Caught up in the whirlwind of a competitive housing market, I found myself rushing into a purchase. I had been looking for my dream home in Armidale for what felt like forever. Properties were flying off the market faster than hotcakes, and I felt the pressure to make a move. When I finally found a house that checked most of my boxes, I decided to take the plunge. In the heat of the moment, with the fear of missing out looming large, I made a decision I would later come to regret. I decided to forego a building inspection, thinking I could save some time and money. After all, the house seemed to be in decent shape, and I was eager to finally become a homeowner. Fast forward a few months, and I started noticing a series of minor but persistent issues popping up around the house. A leaky faucet here, a drafty window there, nothing major but enough to cause me some frustration. As time went on, those minor issues began to snowball into more significant problems. I realized that my haste had cost me dearly. I wished I had taken the time for a proper building inspection, knowing it could have potentially saved me a lot of money and stress in the long run. Though I love my house and am happy to be a homeowner, I now advocate for the importance of thorough building inspections, urging others not to repeat my mistake.
So there you have it, folks. Real-life stories that highlight the crucial role building inspections play in making informed home buying decisions. Remember Sophie's near miss? Or Kushi's unwavering confidence? And let's not forget Jess's regret, a powerful reminder that sometimes the biggest lesson comes from learning the hard way. Buying a property is a huge step, one of the biggest investments you'll ever make. Don't let anyone, whether it's a pushy real estate agent or the excitement of the moment, rush you into a decision you might regret. Trust your gut, ask questions, and never ever underestimate the importance of a thorough building inspection. In the end, it's all about having peace of mind, knowing that you've done your due diligence and are making a sound investment in your future. Remember, your dream home shouldn't come with hidden nightmares. Until next time, happy house hunting.